Hey, what is up, everybody? It's fired up right now. We about to talk some football, a little bit of fantasy, a little bit about what's going on right now. How was your guys' week one? For me, I did numbers. I went 2-1. Um, I lost my game basically to Mahomes. Man, talk about a great quarterback, right? Well, anyways, today we're gonna get into some uncertified players, people who I would say need to step it up, and what are we looking for, and what will we get? Okay, first off, let's start with Aaron Rodgers, 22 for 34, 195 yards. That's okay, but he was sacked 4 times. That is not okay. Running back led in targets, A.J. Dillon, 46 yards. Who's going to step it up? Somebody's got to step it up. There's got to be a main target for Aaron Rodgers, right? Somebody's got to do the numbers. I feel like week one, I get it, because they could have ran the ball, ran the ball, ran the ball. But how do you get better? You got to get better with touches. You got to get it better with receptions, with the opportunity, right? You're not going to get better as wide receivers and learn your wide receiver core by just going out there and just running the ball the whole game. So I feel like they want to go out there. They want to test the sets. They want to test the plays. They want to see what's going on. They want to see how people step up, what happens, right? Because we got the ball spread out, but everybody was 30, 40 yards, right? Everybody got targeted, okay? Watson, he missed a really big opportunity for the touchdown to the house. He dropped the ball, right? So for me, Aaron Rodgers is somebody you don't gotta panic. He's organic. Maybe he needs to lay off the psychedelics or take a couple more. I don't know. Whatever he chooses to do, but don't panic, man. For me, I got him in one of my leagues. I'm keeping him in that lineup. He's gonna. They will figure it out. But let's see how it goes into the season. Next we got Prescott, right? Prescott, he was doing all right. He went 14 for 29, 134 yards, one interception, right? Um, he got injured, you know. Somebody like him, he can't stay healthy. Good quarterback. I had him in my leagues. He's done good. He's put up numbers. Had a decent wide receiver core as well. So let's talk about Geno Smith. 23 for 35. He did okay. 243 yards, one touchdown, one interception. That's something that I like to see. I like to see somebody come out and do that kind of things who's been an underdog, who you haven't seen, right? We haven't seen Smith. He hasn't came out as a starter, I don't think, since how long? I'm not really too sure when his last start was. Um, but his most targeted players were the tight ends. And you get somebody like that with that personnel, with that gameplay, with the right coaching, you could be very good. And I feel like it's going to start short in, and then you're going to expand up the field. So I feel like Geno Smith is somebody who could come back and have a decent year. I feel like he is really slept on. Shout out to everybody who works their butts off and gets out there and earns their playing time. Never give up. He's in the NFL for a reason, guys. Right? So I feel like Seahawks could have a decent year. Okay, but it's uncertified for me. We got to see how it goes up to week 6 at least. That's kind of like my target that I want to hit. So, um, Trey Lance, right? This ain't his rookie season, but this is his first season as a starter. Coming in, you're going to have mistakes, especially when you're playing in the NFL, guys, right? You got people who scout you, you got game plans, you got so much going on your first game of the season, especially in the rain, bad weather. Somebody who else who was tested this week, Trey Lance. Okay? I wouldn't panic on him. 17 for 27. That's not bad. 204 yards, two TDs, um, one interception. It's going to take games to adjust. He's going to have to find these reads. He's going to have to see the blitzes. He's going to have to be in the game to find out these adjustments and make the right calls and correct. And he's got to learn his wide receiver core all over, right? He's not in college no more. He's not out on the practice field anymore. This is the real game, real speed. Believe it, okay? I'm looking at least 6 games again to see what he's going to do with this good wide receiver core. And hopefully Kittle stays healthy. Hopefully everybody stays healthy, right? So Ryan Tannehill, 20 for 33. He did okay. 266 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's great. He connected with 3 wide receivers, each for 50 yards, right? So that's good upside. We don't know who's going to take over now, right? It could be anybody coming up, stepping up, big. But let's talk about who the touchdowns did go to, right? So we had 2 touchdowns to Hillard, the running back, the rookie. Everybody thought that, yes, Henry was going to have the big game. Henry's Henry. Henry's always going to be big games. But I feel like all right, let me make this comparison. When we got Williams on the Broncos with Gordon on the Broncos, man, you best believe Gordon slept on. You best believe someone who's having 1,000-yard seasons, they're going to continue to have those until one time, who knows, they might just fall short and decline. But he's not at a declining stage. When you have somebody behind you, you're going to step it up. You are going to step it up, and not only that, you are going to become a better player. You are going to be better. Let's talk about it. Henry can finally have some weight off his shoulders, right? If this continues, right? Another player who's been injured, he's ran his butt off, and he's been time and time and time again carrying the weight. So this makes Henry better, in my opinion. He's going to have some explosive games. He's going to see the goal line. We're all going to see that. It's just a matter of time, my people. So, with that being said, Ryan Tannehill, I'd like to see what he does. I feel like it's going to be a good year, but can he keep it up? Can the Titans keep it up? So, let's see. We got Mariota, 20 for 33, 215 yards, 0 TDs, 0 INTs, right? Let's talk about it. You're in the NFL, you're going to have to start throwing some touchdowns. Um, Another player overlooked. What can he do? Well, they're putting him out there. It's like putting the box in the ring for the first time, kind of. What can they do? It's going to be a battle. You're going to be tested. They're going to go after you. It's not like he's new, like Trey Lance never really played a game in the NFL. People already know how to scout him. People already see his tendencies. People have had him on his teams already. He had good seasons with Tennessee. I know that for sure. Um, so he had 12 carries for 72 yards. So he can't get out of the pocket, right? So that's a great ability to have, right? If you're a quarterback, you could get out of the pocket, you could make things happen. So that's a great upside. I say Mariota, give him a couple games, and he's gonna be able to show us what he's gonna do with this Falcons team. Um, Especially with Drake London, the rookie, he went 7 receptions for 74 yards. 31 yards was his longest. That's pretty decent, right? For a rookie first game coming in. So I feel like if they could build a good connection, I feel like they could have a great, 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 great season together. But they're going to need help. They're going to need help. And with Cordell Patterson, I feel like he stepped it up. He had, 123 rushing yards. So, yeah, and he could come out the backfield, wide receiver. So, those were my 5 uncertified, which I'm not counting them out. I'm just saying they're good quarterbacks. But are they going to bring their level to greatness? Are they going to be great quarterbacks this season? Because their team is depending on it. Right? Their teams are depending on it. Their fan base are. And there's a lot of people that say, oh, Geno Smith is garbage. Oh, Mariota's garbage. Oh, Tannehill won't have a good season without Brown. so on, so on. And it goes on and on. Of course, but these are NFL players. They have a lot to prove. They get paid big money, and they don't want to give up their spots, and they all want to win. So I look forward to watching these battles, and it's going to be a fun season. So with that being said, I know I miss quarterbacks. I know there's very uncertified quarterbacks out there that for this season opener, was it their greatest? Probably no. But we'll have to save those for later. Stay tuned if you watch this video. I appreciate it. Um, the next list will be our certified quarterbacks who stepped it up. So you guys be ready, and I hope you enjoyed the video. This is my first time doing this, so I'm barely doing this. I'm a rookie. I'm a rookie. I'm stepping up though. I'm stepping full foot on the field. Let's do it. I just need a couple subscribers, a couple comments, a couple likes, dislikes, whatever. Some input. You guys want to link up? Let's get it, man. Hit me up. It's Fired Up Podcast Sports Talk. Let's get it, man.